that second seed. Now,
so we're taking a look at the
This
East
is actually guaranteed, right? So wait,
Pokemon Unite East Asia
at the maximum,
Champions
they would be able
League
to
right
just
here.
try to
We got
sustain
the
on
second
that
match
third
between Secret
placement,
Ship and
and
No
therefore
Show.
T2 will be having the
Secret Ship being the
advantage in that
5th
bracket.
seed
So
and No
first
Show
spot
being
will at
the
least guarantee you
3rd
a
seed.
little bit more of that safety net. So I
It's
wonder
impossible
now,
for
Secret Ship, they have got a lot to do in this upcoming bracket.
yeah, it's impossible for them to leap. They can tie with Eternity here.
I believe
If
so as
Secret
well.
Ship wins, they tie with Eternity.
So
And I don't know how that tiebreaker goes. And then No Show would still end up getting this 3rd seed. So either way, if Secret Ship is deciding their own destiny, No Show really doesn't have anything to play for. But they're going to try to go for the competition and play as hard as they can.
They could tie with Eternity, but let's be real, it kind of doesn't matter,
for that next
right? Because
game.
both 4th and 5th seeds, they're going to have to play up against each other anyway during the second phase of the competition. So
Secret Ship versus No Show. Here we go.
Stage 2, and almost same could be same to be said about No Show, where they will already get themselves perhaps.
Where does this match start? Here we go.
So
Here's game 1.
maybe
We're gonna see Urshifu and Dodrio bands coming out.
But I feel like Gengar is just not viable in competitive play. Or you have to treat it as if it has everything. Like, you need to feed it, you gotta babysit it, you gotta toilet train, you gotta potty train. This is your baby.
We're gonna see the Mew for the side of No Show and the Scyther and the Snorlax for the side of Secret Ship here.
Even if you fully evolves, he's like, if he falls over, you gotta.
No Show's gonna pick up the Slowbro and the Blissey.
Get like roughed up and beaten up, you know. The Gengar is more of just like that little golden child you got to watch out for. But enough of Gengar talk. We've got some pretty interesting stuff on the screen so far. We've got a Trevenant pick on the side of Secret Ship, and I'm always happy to see a tree. This Pokemon hasn't really been very popular. And
Trevenant getting picked up by Secret Ship here, along with the Wigglytuff, so very tanky comp here. I'm assuming they're going to have the Trevenant in lane with
eventually become
the Snorlax, so they have the Wigglytuff with whoever's going to be bottom lane. Ooh, they're going to decide to go with Venusaur here. I don't know if that's the best play. Wigglytuff with Venusaur? You'd rather have a Blissey or a Clefable, I feel like. Right? Or is that just me?
He's actually going to be taking Tree this time. Or, wait.
That might just be me.
Hang on, let me take a look. He's got
Why is it like this?
on this tree. Is this gonna be? I mean,
there you go.
I mean, it's a
I
brilliant.
was saying, like, I don't know why it's doing that, but it looked to be good to go. Here we go.
We're gonna be seeing a stacking tree on the side of Secret Ship. I mean, is it gonna work?
I really do wonder,
I'm scared, man.
I'm ready to be surprised by Secret Ship overall. No Show going for something a lot more standard and competitive, where you will expect a lot of plays to happen coming in from Chobo to try to pick them up. And of course you have Eepee trying to burst them from afar.
Bro, I'm more worried about Eepee, okay? He's a gold ribbon.
Here we go, No Show and Secret Ship right here. And there's going to be a pause. It looks like it's for a DC. And they're going to pause. We're going to see what happens.
I think.
Okay, we're back.
Department, this is definitely
here we go.
That's
lackluster compared to the rest.
Yeah, so you're not really gonna get easy KOs, but he can be a nuisance. I think that's probably the best way to describe Trevenant, especially when he hits that late game critical mass, where he's got all his health, all his abilities leveled up. And I do believe he'll be fine, so yeah, no full commitment from No Show, because they just don't have the Pokemon to get that knockout. So luckily for Abrion, he gets that first stack, because remember, this is attack weight Trevenant. This is not very common, but I'm hoping it works though. So far Blossom doesn't get KO'd, lucky for him, so he's going to be fine. Was supported by the Glacier.
Attack weight is the play when you're going Trevenant top lane, so I'm not surprised by that at all.
To make sure that they guarantee their Pokemon don't get knocked out early, and they also get experience.
They definitely can rely on Lizzie to be the kingmaker of the early game. So long as they do get those huge picks, then they will be able to be onto something. Yaku drives directly for an NQQ. First one to be knocked out of the map. And that's where Secret Ship starts off strong, immediately scoring a total of 56 points.
Yeah, they're going to be rotating Sal into the top lane as well. Wigglytuff makes an appearance. They do take some damage there from both the Mew and the Glaceon, but it's fine. It's a Wigglytuff. You know, Yaku is pretty pretty tanky.
Scores are coming out as
don't underestimate that.
you saw this man.
Look at this Blossom just being such a big pain for these two Pokemon. Yes, he can't really stop them from scoring, but he can slow them down, reduce their attack, and possibly even just help contribute to some KOs here. Because look at them. They're
Oh boy. Gotta pick up both of these berries to stay alive. And this is where Yakubari will need to respect a little
huge
bit
battles happening bottom lane right now.
Has already evolved and will be able to at least wither them down slowly and steadily, whereas the rest of No-Show, they will secure a little bit more advantage through the Tower Camp up mid, and also force this weak stuff to back all the way up into the goal zone. But
it's a Horn Leech Obuyan as well, so this man is going full on sustain in these battles. He's going to go for the Horn Leech resets, he's going to be able to just heal himself back up. Kind of excited to see a full team fight happen, especially with the lineup we're seeing from Secret Ship. I also want to see what's going to play here for Pewee, because he did go for the health steal. So is it going? It looks like it's setting up for Petal Dance. We don't know yet until he does skill that up. But we are seeing a very heavy push here on the side of No-Show, and with just 3 Pokemon and no dedicated
a lot of damage coming out.
It's kind of difficult to actually do anything when you're just being zoned away like this. And Glaceon, the queen or king of damage, especially burst damage.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at First Blossom having 3 pokes of range. Yakubari with a heavy slam. This is where they do find a catch onto the Glaceon, and immediately dove onto EP as well.
And Secret Ship's going to get this Registeel. Yeah, it doesn't look like No-Show is going to be able to secure it with that Blissey, especially because she fired that egg so early.
A complete team wipeout. Minus Tobo, and he could not even defend at all.
Man, that man just got deleted. He tried to stop them. But we are already starting to see the power of this Scyther. Something we have to be very wary about for No-Show is that their lineup right now is pretty squishy, right? Mew can't really defend itself from a Scyther, neither can, especially Glaceon. This Pokemon, once it's used its dash, you kind of don't have anything else to work with, and Scyther is just too mobile, and it can absolutely...
Ooh, and that Ivysaur's getting super low there, as he does get the Evo, but he does still get taken down by this Icy Wind Glaceon.
If he got knocked out before evolving, that would have really...
Snorlax is here, he's playing the Yawn Snorlax build. Very interesting. Probably because they're playing very tanky, so they wants to try to get as much damage as possible. It's still very odd, though.
Now can sustain for himself along with Wigglytuff to continue with the layers. There is Ippy.
Verdant Anger is coming out, and he's going to pick up 1, and he's looking for number 2 here, but the Mew is going to get him real low.
Stayed alive.
That was so close. I think he ran out of
the Mew is going to head back to base. Green Illusion Dive does come out for this Scyther here.
I'm not 100% sure, but that was so close. Venusaur could have
gotten a lot of damage is coming their way as they do manage to take down the Slowbro. We are going to get the light stage here for this Wigglytuff, but he's getting really low. And yeah, they're going to have to leave this Regieleki alone.
That's what he's good at. In the meantime,
and more scores are coming in.
Scoring there in the bottom lane from the Venusaur.
And I just love this brick wall comp, right?
It's literally brick wall, man.
The likelihood for you to just run into the goal zone and just be undeterred is going to happen. So No-Show is struggling to defend, where you have to manage your resources, and they are currently behind.
Their team is tanky, right? Like, you've got Tree, you have Venusaur, and you have Snorlax, and you have a Wigglytuff that's going to give you extra shielding, and that beautiful power.
And Secret Ship does end up securing this Regice here.
Yeah, maybe they lose Jakubari here, but no, eject button.
And they're putting a ton of pressure here.
It even landed on the Aegis Slash.
And Scyther's going to get a score up top.
Like, I'm just going to score, guys. Thank you for the 50.
He just got like 4 members body slam.
But they're going in.
Continue to do so. This is where they draw a huge line. No-Show at least having, if he could go first night, Chobo's got to run for her to heals. But they're just being pincered off. What can you do? There's just no way to take Secret Ship down. My goodness gracious, Ippy, you got no business doing it, but they will try to blast him off.
This Scyther is just putting in so much work against this team, but he finally gets taken down by this Slowbro here.
Chaotic fight in that bottom lane, but we're already starting to see the craziness, which is the Horn Leech reset on the Trevenant. if you're caught for the full duration Horn Leech, that's actually a really long disable. Not only is it going to displace you into wherever he's Horn Leeching, but you can't move. You're stuck there. The Trevenant is also healing at the same time, which means you got to figure out a way to actually either prevent the Horn Leeches from connecting, or just
and Aegislash and the Mew take down the Snorlax
you have
here.
to burst down a Venusaur, you have to burst down a Snorlax.
And Aegislash is just putting in the work here. Mew does get the KO, and Scyther goes down to the Aegislash. And here they're going to be able to plan out their math and do whatever they need to score.
Power spikes online already, and Secret Chip need to start respecting the output that's coming not only from this Glaceon, but this Mew and Aegislash could still hurt them if they're not having any sort of stacking coming in from the rest of the members of Secret Chip, right? You need the Wigglytuff to be around. This Trevenant can't do it all by himself. Very much self-explanatory of what we saw on how Obian handled that sort of situation. Despite that, though, now 20 over seconds before we get
no shows here at this bottom, but Secret Chip is just trying to zone them out, taking a lot of damage and having to move back a little bit. Again, not having this true healer is being a really big problem for them. As no show's gonna take
I would have loved to see them fight it, but they had to make the right play, right? I think if Venusaur didn't take that really big fat rock nuke from the Regirock, it could have been different, but now we have a defensive buff on the side of No Show, and I'm a little bit worried here for Secret Chip because this late game, it's Booyah?
Booyah's ult does come out.
Like, guys, I don't care, I'm tanky, but actually you should care. Your team doesn't have any self-sustain.
So many unites are being popped right now. Power nap, glacial stage.
Nice big power nap in the front lines. Glaceon is down, that's going to be a lot of damage.
Aegislash goes down.
Going down as well. It's just going to be 3 Pokemon left on the side of No Show, and nobody's knocked out. First Pokemon to finally go down on the side of Secret Chip, but it's just the Wigglytuff. It doesn't really matter as much.
Wow, what a great fight by Secret Chip.
And look at this.
And they're gonna rip. They're gonna keep that Mew out of it. And they are gonna take it. Wow, Solarbeam comes out way too late. And it looks like scores are going to start raining down. There we go.
100 from Gakubari. Can they get more? And there you go. Over on top side, Lizzie.
487 to 117. They get about 1 or 2 more scores, and this game is completely unwinnable. There you go, 1.
I mean, it really didn't matter. The rest of his team.
And the Penta KO from this Venusaur. Wow.
Okay, I was caught completely off guard from, let's face it, Contra, it was a full-on tank lineup from Secret Chip. No standard healer, you have a fat tree, a fat Snorlax, a fat Venusaur, and you got a Wigglytuff that's going to make people even fatter. He's there to add on those extra pounds, make him extra tanky, and No Show just didn't have enough damage to cut through the fat.
Yeah, and on top of that, Lizzie is the only one that is having the biggest burst damage output out there. So
I still would have liked to see a better healer than Wigglytuff, but it works. They put in the pressure. They were able to dominate. They went for the super tanky team.
Will finally steer their way to their first victory of the series.
You know, I almost want to call this the onion strat because there were just so many layers to Secret Chip's comp. You think you'd deal with something?
The deeper the layers go.
117 to 921.
It's just like you go through and you're just like,
Secret Chip making
more?
a statement against No Show here.
There's another Pokemon. There's more stuns. See what else is in the pipeline.
And if Secret Chip takes this, they're gonna have a chance to try to dethrone Eternity here.
Draft, or are they going to go all crazy and be like, it's time for speedsters?
Perhaps that might just be something that will throw a curveball against No Show again, but No Show should have preparations of their own. I think EP did really well on that past match.
Yeah, Mew's
especially
fine.
This Mew has done ample of the.
So we're gonna get Mew for the side of No Show. Secret Chip's gonna opt for the Scyther and Snorlax.
I believe what we're seeing here is them running it back, but they do have the Slowbro here alongside with Clefable, so that they can
Slowbro Clefable for the side of No Show.
Targeted Scyther, we do assume them to evolve. No difference whatsoever. Secret Chip says, okay, we won that game fair and square.
Why change? You know,
Revenant, Wigglytuff.
I want to see the Delphox still for No Show.
Here we go.
I feel like it's necessary.
Once again.
They're gonna get No, calm down, calm down. Wait, is it going to be the Greedent? I don't know if Greedent's a Pokemon you kind of want against this kind of comp, but okay, they're going to counter with their own defender. Now, I kind of want to say there is a bit of an advantage here for No-Show, right? Because they do have Clefable. This is a Pokemon that gives you heal. Gravity is going to be an issue as well, especially up against the more mobile Pokemon on the side of Secret Ship. So this is not going to be a simple rerun, but at least No-Show.
If there's Greedents invading,
going into this
they might
and
have the advantage, but I don't think it's guaranteed.
What does in this particular match is to apply the same style of pressure this Dodger does, so long as you can continue to do so and just take some resources and also delay some of all these evolution from Secret Ship. Things actually could have worked out if it were No-Show, especially now. More damage numbers from Cloud4. We like that.
I don't think this is going to be an invading Greedent as much as I would love to see it, just because Scyther is just... You don't invade Scyther. Like, that's not a Pokemon you want to run into. But I think if you're Secret Ship and you do see that Greedent, you do need to think, all right, is this Greedent going to cause us issues? And I kind of feel like in this game, not really, because who are you going to be engaging as this Greedent? There's no Pokemon aside from Scyther that's easy to take down, and even then, Scyther is going to be... It's not like it's easy to run away from Greedent, but it's one of the better Pokemon when it comes to evading Greedent chases. So yeah, I want to see what
defender
Chobo
top
does.
lane.
Maybe he has a plan with this Greedent that to catch Secret Ship off guard with. He's gonna start stacking first.
Yeah, and I believe there will be a little bit more of that response. Oh, he steals away.
That's big.
5 points. And I think they managed to also equalize in return, especially Obuyan pushing very far forward. Blossom's got to eject away.
And they're going to put on the pressure on the screen in top lane, but this Clefairy's here to help out.
For this
He's going to keep getting his
as
stacks.
much pressure as you can put onto either Obuyan, or even find ways to delay this window for PU to evolve. That's going to be at least working out for that early game plan. Chobo should be safe. Got the shield coming in from the
Chobo got really low there. It was pretty dangerous.
This war that we're looking at here seem to be them trying to find that opening window for them to secure slight advantages. And speaking of which, Secret Ship takes the entire camp for themselves.
Not 100% sure if they actually saw the Scyther coming in there, but
Same does come out, and Scyther is here, takes out the Clefairy.
It's just going to be onto the
And scores are coming in.
Be able to do much as a little Clefairy
59 to 43 right now in the favor
has
of
evolved,
No-Show.
so he is going to have some extra mobility. He's going to have those berries. And, I mean, we're not going to see too much from him as of yet. He does want to get his second move before he decides to maybe rotate out of the lane, maybe try and steal some of the enemy jungle just to try and get those Pokemon out of Secret Ship's corner, because that's one of the things that you can do with the Greedent. You pressure by going into the central area of your opponent's side, take those Pokemon for themselves, you can score it, you can do whatever, but most importantly, you are denying that experience away. Although for this middle fight,
damage coming out, and they do manage to take out the Scyther there. That's kind of big.
The second one here onto Yakko.
And Gardevoir is going to take out.
Yeah, and No-Show, they definitely found that formula. You just basically stack together, and you will have literally a blast. Obuyan's got to give way, got the Citrus Berry, and will be able to survive. But plenty of points, 5 more to break open the top end of the goal zone. And it's already 120. They got to keep up the speed.
A lot of damage coming out.
Eject, though, they will just be able to get out at me. Oh, just on a sliver of health is going to just survive.
And the Mew does go down to the Wigglytuff.
As the fight continues, Obuyan coming in with those big
has so much damage just getting rained out. Trevenant's still up, Obuyan's getting really low though, and he is going to go down to the Green and Bullet Seed. As it is just Scyther now.
Scyther. You are very squishy and very likely for the Greedent to maybe chase, but luckily we'll live for now. Oh boy, these fights are much closer compared to last game, Contra.
Yeah, No-Show at least identify what's the party.
Registeel is just spawned. It's 134 to 50 in the favor of No-Show right now, as this Registeel is getting ripped. Solar Beam does come out, and it goes in the favor of Secret Ship. As they're going to, the Ivysaur's going to boosted auto and take him out. Trevenant's also going to get the kill on this Fable, but Gardevoir getting getting the
unfortunate
KO.
that they didn't get the
Triple gets a
there,
triple.
but you got big KOs on the guard.
Yeah.
Look at this though. Look at Scyther.
Green Illusion Dive though
Sal
quickly
is
takes
gone.
out the Gardevoir and
the
makes sure
Mew
that he
as
has
well.
no
So nice
shot in
counter
this. Scyther
knockouts
getting the
there
double
on the
kill
side
there.
of Secret Ship, but still
And it's
going
just
to
Fable, and he's going to
take
go down too. That's a triple kill.
And just like that, look at Leezy's
And he's going to flip the script.
It's overwhelming. Not even Fable could actually do anything about it. You saw Pew had a lot of
And
health.
this Greedent is going to pick up this Alecki, and they're just going to keep rushing down bottom. First Blossom has to get out of there. No show. It was in a really bad spot there. 155 to 134. That's a Bouillon is trying to take down this Reggie Alecki.
Yeah, I
Trello
think
is
it was
here
just
with the Greedent.
really good that they were still able to get the objective. You got the experience, the buff, although Liz also needs to be quite
And Reggie Alecki does
mindful
go
of his
down,
position,
Scyther does take him out.
Because he is the sole damage dealer. Like
A lot of damage getting put on the Bouillon here.
They really need him to
Ultimate
catch out the
comes
Gardevoir.
out.
Really nice
I don't
unite
actually
there
know
from the
that ultimate
tree, but is there going to be any follow-up? Nice catch onto the Mew! Oh, the Horn Leech, the resets. They even catch out the Greedent as well. It's going to try and damage with the Bullet Seed. Gardevoir's here though.
So much damage coming out. Fairy Singularity also there. Green Illusion Dive as well.
Another Pokemon goes down. Clefable going to be
So
knocked
many
down.
mons are going down there. And here we
tanky,
go.
but you're not
Quadra
tanky
kill.
enough, my boy.
Quadra
Big
kill.
Solar Beam, no knockouts, trying to slow down the scores, but Secret Ship,
And
they
then they
don't
do
feel
manage to
a
get the
thing.
scores.
Yeah, and Secret Chip identified very quickly, like, sure, this Chobo can buy as much time, but the moment they spot out the rest of the team, switch the target, like, there's no point focusing on it anymore, and they just basically cleared everybody in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, I think this is the
Starlight
second
Recital.
time that we saw Secret Ship just
And
dog
Phantom
onto
Force
Sal when
for this
Sal
Trevenant.
appears. And
Power
it's a
Nap,
really tough game for Gardevoir as
Starlight
well because
Recital,
you don't
Green Illusion
really
Dive.
have too much in the way of protecting your guard.
Verdant
you have a
Anger.
Scyther that just jumps right on top of you. You have
Phantom
a
Forest.
tree that is immortal. You can't get rid of it. And you
Slow
also have to be
Beam,
wary
Fairy
of the
Singularity,
Snorlax. You get
Mystical
hit
Mirage,
by a bad Heavy Slam, and
something
that's
Wish.
it. You don't get a reset.
Oh, here we go. Another team fight brings loose.
And,
Yaku just zoning off
Berry
Ippy
Belly
from
Flop.
going into the fray.
So much damage coming out. The Verdant Anger also coming out as well. A lot of damage
Gotta
just coming out in
make
general.
a little bit more room for themselves. While NQQ pulls back as well. They will have Yakubari.
3-man yawn here for Secret Ship.
Having high health bars, both sides contending very early.
Trev taking out. Phantom Force does come out, putting the pressure on this Mew here, and Mew does get taken out by the Trevenant. So much damage coming in, and Secret Ship is just dominating right now by taking a lot of damage. They do manage to get double, triple kill for the Trevenant. Wow.
But they just can't do it at all. This man, he's just
So much
leeching
damage
everything
for
off
this
of
side
everybody.
of
Contra.
Secret
I
Ship.
cannot believe it.
I couldn't believe it either. And like what you said early on, the onion theory, the layering. We saw the health bars are low. Hey, doesn't matter. I got that.
3:31 on the clock. It's 223 to 134 in the favor of Secret Ship right now.
And Secret Ship making no show feel like this is an eternity of
As
a
they're
matchup
looking to
that they
try
will
to
have
get
to
into
play
that
with.
fourth
Literally, although
seed.
it's not eternity the team, but just the game in general. But on the side of no-show, they're just really struggling to take these team fights. They don't have enough to burst down a Bouillon. They don't. I mean, technically, they have been struggling to burst Pokemon down in general. There's just so much tankability on the lineup. They also have to be mindful of where the Scyther is. So
They
you can't
don't
just
realize
simply
the
go up
Snorlax
there
is
and throw
there.
nukes in as a Gardevoir,
Triple
even
yawn
Mew.
once
Quite vulnerable to
again,
just
and
get
now Venusaur is here to
instant
help out.
knockdown,
Solar
by
Beams
this
are coming
Pokemon.
out.
Yeah, Pewee now.
But
And actually, Contra, I
to
want
no
to sort of
avail.
talk about this.
Chobo's getting
this
kind of low
Greedent pick,
as
right? Like
this
we
Scyther, who's
saw
now
this
level
in the
14, is
drafting
chasing
phase,
after him.
And I mean, is
Reggie Lucky's going to
doing
get
anything
stalled
for
a
this
little
comp?
bit.
I don't think it really
Secret Chip's
mattered
best
much
design would be to
because
try to take this
the way
around the
that it was being played out,
210,
it didn't really
205
disrupt their early
time
game
frame is
tempo.
their
It
best
didn't really
shot.
create enough pressure.
But it
in
looks like they're
order
going to
to
head
have
back
these
to
wins
base.
to
They're going to
pull
come back
Secret
off
Chip
of
to
this.
go
Looks
on
like
an
No-Show's going to try to
overtime
get it.
to race around the map. And I also give props to Secret
want
Chip
this
because
free
they're not
shot
falling prey
here.
to some of all these shenanigans
Yeah.
as well. So
Do you?
no areas to back cap.
Yeah.
That's also another thing to factor in.
I was thinking, do you start transitioning your Greedent to the Dodrio style of play? Like you just start backcapping, right? You force Secret Ship into a awkward fight. We've got 2 minutes
Absolutely.
on the clock, Contra.
That's what
So
they
if
should
there's
be
a time
doing,
to
and the
come back, it's gonna
scores
be
are going to
now,
start
and
raining
No-Show
down as
needs to win
No-Show is
this
going to
matchup.
pick
Now, they
up the
do get
lead
a
here.
96 pointer in that top lane, but okay, they are leading.
Wow.
Can they keep the lead? That's the
Berry
most
Belly
important
Flop
thing.
comes
But if
out for
they
this
showed it
Greedent.
for free, this wouldn't feel good at all.
Oh, the position.
And it is a
has
bullet
to
seed
be
Greedent.
better, where
It
No
is
Show
not
is
the
just
Belch
out.
Greedent
that we are
They
normally
find
used to.
themselves
Yon
up
does
to the
come out.
corner. What could they possibly do? Could she eject
Bouillon's gonna try to score, and he does get sniped by this Mew. Power Nap does come out Phantom Forest as well. Wish coming out as they're trying to decide who's decide on self-destruct. So much damage with this fairy singularity, and Gardevoir is gonna take them out. No-Show trying to take their spot. Verdant Anger coming out, but they get wiped. It's just the Scyther.
Bouillon didn't score those points in the top lane, and we've got a minute left to go. Now, the thing is, Scyther cannot afford to go down there. They need Liz for this fight. We've got Snorlax
but he's back. No-Show is in the lead right now.
Very low on the side of No-Show. The steal potential is possibly there. They are
Here we go, and No-Show does secure it.
Step number 2 for comeback. It's happening, Contra. Secret Ship, they've lost control.
And they do have a lot of areas to work with, especially with the first goal zone still up and standing on the bottom.
And Gardevoir in the quadra
have done it with Sal's massive fairy singularity to be the game changer of this matchup. And Secret Ship, they were all bruised up. They were all scattered across. I was concerned because they overextended, and that shouldn't have been ever the case where you just set things up perfectly for No-Show to blast them off.
And the craziest part is if Trevenant scored there, I don't think they die as easily.
We do need to acknowledge that Secret Ship, you know, we can understand the play, wanting to dogpile on Sal. You want to get rid of that Gardevoir as fast as you can. But you have to consider, if you don't get rid of that Pokemon fast enough, she's going to whip out the ace in the hole. She's going to throw that Unite down. Your entire composition relies on Pokemon that want to be in your face. That's the perfect setup for a amazing...
Just stuff of beauties. No-Show.
But
we're going to be looking at game 3 here. Here we go. Whoa.
I like the fact that they've actually taken away Eppe's Mew, because we've seen him play this Pokemon twice.
So we see the Caflable and the Dodrio ban. We're going to see a Mew and a Slowbro here.
This is where it also forces you to go for something very different from...
And they're going to go for the Trev on the side of No-Show.
I'm going to take your Trev,
taking it away from Secret Ship.
Mamoswine as well.
Yeah.
So this is a very frontline heavy comp from No-Show. You know what? I like the series already.
And we're going to see Slowbro.
Bring all the tanky boys on board.
Production, can we make this a best of 5, please?
Ship is going to pick up the Snorlax.
Be careful what you wish for, because it could go on forever.
We've got 4 defenders in one game contract. What is this madness?
And it keeps getting better and better.
Urshifu
I'm surprised that Urshifu was passed on by Secret Ship, even though it was left available.
No way is they going to go...
Thinking about
it. Really? Triple defender? Go. Do it, Secret Ship.
Blastoise.
Do it. Do it. Give me that.
Oh, and the Scyther is going to get picked up. So not a lot of healing.
And on top of it,
Contra, what's the number for the hospital? I'm feeling lightheaded here.
Don't worry, I'll
wow, that's crazy.
It won't take too long. Just 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. So now, of course,
you see the Decidueye. Not a great pick because Secret Ship is very dive.
So this is looking to be more sensible on why No-Show opts to go in for a very front-heavy lineup, and then you will create that space for this Decidueye to be able to at least slowly wither them down. And you got Epe, who's currently fielding the Urshifu. So want to see how well could they possibly do, because they've managed to decipher the second game.
Yeah.
Could they make this a grand comeback against Secret Ship?
Okay, so as excited as I am for the series, man, I am feeling dizzy. This is actually a crazy game. So, Secret Ship, they are essentially the masters of defenders. We can really see this team. They just love getting in your face, brawling, having so much health to work with. But I see a massive drawback with this comp, right? It is so brawl heavy that they have gone for no sustain. And if I'm not mistaken, a Bouillon, he actually went for eject button on his Blastoise, or as a Squirtle now. So he doesn't have access to potion. They are essentially saying, we are going to win every single fight, and you're doing it up against a team that's running Hooper. Now, Hooper did get a buff recently with the latest patch. It's got a lot of cooldown reduction, so we are going to be starting to see this Pokemon make more appearances in the competitive scene. Hyperspace Hole is going to be a big problem for Secret Ship because this is also going to let, firstly, No-Show's Pokemon reset.
Yeah, let's see how Secret Ship handles this.
And Secret Ship are banking on their
They need to take down this Mammo here, and the Swinub doesn't go down.
If they don't get the knockouts, they are going to lose in the sustain department.
Here comes the Decidueye. Cubfu is here, though.
Can be that game-changing Pokemon for them overall for the exact.
And it looks like Snorlax is going to go down first.
To be knocked out, and we're also having this Urshifu ramping
and Hoopa goes down top lane.
Top side,
Mew takes out the Swinub.
Still keeping up with pace, but this is where we will also have to spot how much can Secret Ship do to deter them from hitting those power spikes, because it will take a while for this Decidueye to be able to be very impactful. But once you have the Hoopa to be unbound and you have that hyperspace hole, doesn't matter. You just go on for days and you can basically go for back caps, rotate the way around.
Exactly.
Push every part of the map.
Snorlax is taking a ton of damage, or Shifu is trying to put as much pressure on as possible.
Able to get out. Won't be knocked out there by the Urshifu. It's so weird to see Urshifu because we just haven't seen this Pokemon at all today. But
Wicked Blow Urshifu is here.
Space hole. And yeah, I mean, this is just going to be something that Secret Ship are going to have to deal with, the resets with the hyperspace hole. Luckily, though, for Secret Ship, Obuyan, we know this guy. I don't want to gush too much, but he is a really big player on the side of Secret Ship. He's running the Blastoise. He's going to be running a lot of the damage alongside the Scyther.
Wow.
His Hydro Typhoons can be game-changing. If he lands a big Typhoon, I think it's game over for No-Show. Because they're just going to get overrun. You get Scyther jumping on top of you. You have Mew that's going to be throwing out those
Spirit Shackle does take down the Mew there.
Solar Beams from downtown. So the fact that Secret Ship have just decided to go for this style of play, I mean, we're only starting to see the beginning of it.
Radical, right?
I don't think we see the full potential until that 6-minute mark when everyone's fully evolved and ready to go.
That's right, and that's what we're hoping to see. Secret Ship just wants a steady gameplay, and we're already seeing this.
It's the spin.
Here we go.
Does not have enough
Warchill trying to put as much pressure in as possible. Solar Beam does come out.
As well as the Decidueye will be taking a little bit more.
Spirit Shackles are raining out from the Decidueye. He's trying to put as much pressure on this Mew as possible. Regice is spawned. He's right now 91 to 43 at 7 minutes in.
Where there's not much room for if you can run.
Oh man, the reset.
23 more scores are coming in. Green Illusion Dive as the Scyther's going to pick up a triple kill. This is what I was talking about. When you have a Decidueye, you have to be very, very careful.
Bit too much there. So Secret Ship will successfully get the objective and the Urshifu. So
they're
far,
kill the Urshifu too.
Aggressive, tanky lineup is
30 and get ready to Blastoise here.
That's right.
As Regielekki's going to get taken by No-Show, but not a great objective. Actually, this will be pretty good because he's going to be able to push on and get the points because no one's there to defend.
Make this pretty much even now. Attention being drawn over on the top.
So he should be able to get multiple scores in this top goal for the side of No-Show.
Chris Boston gets a little bit more of that.
He's trying to score. He gets it.
And Piloswine does pick it up, but he's going to take a lot more damage. Icicle Crash does come out high horsepower as well.
The process, though, you actually have a fight
Scyther
there.
got
Looks
Wicked
like they're going to actually lose one on the side of Secret Ship, also one on No-Show.
Wow, and
now the teams are looking to brawl in that
Blastoise
top
takes down the
lane.
Piloswine, and the Mew takes down the Decidueye as he's also going to take it down the
Urshifu. And even Typhoon gets thrown down as well.
And the Hoopa.
Secret Ship really wanting to break that top goal zone.
Yeah, and I felt like No-Show has risked themselves too much, especially when you see the Mammo side commitment. Push Blossom sees, okay, we got the Lucky, let's make good use of it. Just eject it all the way to the front, and you don't expect him to be able to survive. You don't really have the Unite move available anyways. So Secret Ship took that perfect opportunity to apply enough pressure. But even so, I mean, despite all that went down for No-Show, they are keeping up to speed as well. Back cap coming in, and we're already seeing that Urshifu
scores are coming in.
Yeah, so Epe's just trying to get as much experience as he can.
No Show's right now is in the lead.
And the most annoying thing, especially if you're running Urshifu against a Blastoise that's running this particular build, is that you
throw chops out of there, and the rapid spin.
He's just going to get that free damage. Yes, he
area.
will still take the damage, but you won't get that flinch, the pushback, and that's the most important thing, especially for this Urshifu, because remember, to the trainers that are just coming back to Pokemon Unite, this Pokemon got a really big nerf in the damage department and also the damage reduction department. So it's not going to be as impactful as it used to be. Again, another Reggie going in the way of Secret Ship. They're not going to fully commit to those KOs. They're just happy to take this experience and deny it from no-show.
Yeah, things are really looking very well in favor of Secret Ship. 2 Reggies in a row, and we have Spew to also be prepared to going for the last knockout. So now Yakubari has got a lot of
and Secret Ship is going to take out the Urshifu here, and
No
Show still manages to take out the Regieleki, but he goes down through this side there. Phantom Force does come out with the Trevenant and Rings Unbound as well.
Only Yaku left, and he's being shoved aside, and here comes
and here comes Blastoise Hydro Typhoon.
He's actually throwing the Hydro Typhoon down, going to throw down the spin to win as well. There's not really much that they're going to be able to do, but he won't stick around. He will.
Slowbro's going to go down. Solar Beams are still raining out
from this. The damage has really been done. The Aleki has already been taken, and Secret Ship are just going to have to deal with this. 3.5 minutes until Rayquaza spawns. This is going to be enough time for another Hydro Typhoon to recharge. Essentially now, if you're Secret Ship, you just want to get those levels. Make sure you can get all of your moves to their plus versions. Make sure they're all upgraded, and just get ready for that final fight, really.
That's right, and just look at Secret Ship. At least they knew exactly how to spread out in terms of these fights where they could basically handle each respective Pokemon from no-show one after another. Now, it's all about finding that perfect angle for no-show in order to find enough damage to be done by the Decidueye. Meanwhile, Yakubari puts a little bit more of pressure where no-show, after getting the cam's like, okay, I got no more business doing here. Let's just go in for a quick reset. And Secret Ship, they take this opportunity to secure more room onto the Reggie. So he spawned up his Regirock. Very valuable target, and no-show wants a piece of this.
Yeah, no-show really wants the experience and the defense buff as well. This is going to be so useful going into Rayquaza. Now, can they take it in time, though? It looks like they will
no-show
get it.
is going to get it, but Blastoise is here, and they do take him down. Hoopa's getting really, really low here. It's 2 minutes.
The Decidueye in the process. They're almost going to
here we go, Brain Illusion dive, and they're diving this
Urshifu. Now
they're looking for Trev, and
being chased out of there
by
Blastoise, and now it looks like Secret Ship
looks to is going to try to rip as Hoopa is going to be here, and who Rings Unbound. Here we go. Mystical Mirage as well, and Secret Ship secures it. They got to go score. They have to go score.
They are going to commit to this fight. Their first Blossom struggling on that Mamoswine is going to try and counter score, but you know, Secret Ship, they don't care. They have the shield. They're just going to try and score, and it looks like they will break Yaku, so he's not going to be able to drop his 100 points, and they've even used Yakubari's as well. And no-show are scoring. Secret Ship, they haven't deposited their points. They do finally
Secret Ship only gets 1 score in.
They're ahead by a tiny bit. No-show are 8 points away. They need 8 points.
And they couldn't really find that window of opportunity. Obleon still has the shield available, but there's no room.
No, they can turn it around. They've got a minute to go. Secret Ship have to defend and make sure no-show do not score any points. No-show have no idea how close they are to actually taking this game.
And no-show will have to defend for their lives here. Secret Ship were hoping to get their very first series win. Now, 45 seconds
they
window
just
for
need
them to
4
do it.
points. They need someone to just run in there, throw their body, dunk 5 points. Get an insta dunk right now. But no one's going. Everyone's got too many points. You've got 50 points on the tree. You've got 43 on the Urshifu.
They're looking for Obleon to do it though. But I'm not even certain if they will be able to at least get him.
Does you think it's 279 to 271?
Right here, right now.
They're defending. I don't think they realize how close they are to actually winning this game. Oh my goodness, Secret Ship, the mind games. They got the points.
Yes, they do.
No-show got the points.
Secret Ship, they would being able to do that, but when you have two backcaps going on, is this going to be enough time for the Cider?
I think that was enough.
Time's up, and we'll have to see.
Yeah, I think
who's the one that got away with this matchup.
I think No Show did it. Did No Show do it?
No. Oh, they held.
They did it. 6 points. That was all they needed. 6 points over to take this game from Secret Ship. What a close series, Contra.
Probably
yeah, that was crazy.
The series that we've seen throughout the run. I'm very invested onto Secret Ship. I mean, they got that Rayquaza, but they didn't really find it into their
yeah, that was nuts.
Style. They have found so many holds that everybody.
Okay, guys,
APCG, that's
we're gonna move on to the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Pokemon Unite video.